Shalom. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kodash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught me this truth and that rule well. Peace and salutation to the elect. All right. In this lesson, I'm going to get into, all right, how this devil, all right, is once again being exposed for being the nasty, decrepit, sick weirdo that he is, man. Okay. I'm going to just get straight to the point. I just did a whole video and the shit didn't record. So, I'm going to just get right to the point of this, man. All right. So this is from dailymail.co.uk. It says, inside Adam Britton's torture chamber where he raped and murdered dogs. It said, a disgraced crocodile expert filmed himself raping, torturing, and murdering pet dogs and uploaded them to the internet because he wanted to create the world's best shock video. Adam Britton, 52, sourced dogs on Gumtree, Australia to molest and kill in bushland along the Arnhem Highway at his sprawling home at McMinn Lagoon and at a neighboring property in Darwin, South between 2020 and 2022. When he was home, he would either kill the animals in the yard or in the old shipping container where he kept his filming equipment. The container, or the torture room as he called it, can be seen today inside the fence at the front of the property close to the road and any passersby. His cameras, sex toys, weapons, and dog corpses were long gone, but what remained was soiled mattresses, broken bed frames, an empty bottle of Cointreau, mugs, carpet, playing cards, and various mugs strewn about the floor. All right. So as you can see, the video is playing, below. But this devil was freaking off with dogs, man. All right. And he would, get them, all right, molest them, rape them, and then kill them. And then the whole time this sick weirdo was recording them, all right, recording the whole act and then uploading them to the dark web, man. All right. So this goes to show you that, man, this is the base man that the Bible speaks of. This is the devil, man. All right. Daniel 4:17 reads, this matter is by the decree of the watchers and a demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and set up over it the bases of men. All right. So the men of the Lord, all right, who are the watchers, or what you will call the seers, all right, are, coming out here and letting the world know that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is the one that rules in the kingdom of men. And he set up you base ass Edomites, all right, to rule in this current world, man. All right, because according to Job 9:24, it tells you that the earth was given, keyword is given, into the hand of the wicked, man. All right. So they're the wicked that's ruling today, which we know those people to be, all right, the Edomites, who have, hid themselves and now go by the title of what you will call so-called white or Caucasian. All right. So the Most High set you devils up, all right, to pretty much, show us, the Israelites, all right, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, what a world looks like when it is ruled in complete wickedness, man. All right. And this is just one of many wild, crazy, nasty acts, all right, that is upheld here in Babylon the Great, man. All right. These Edomites, they get off on freaking off on animals, man. All right. Because at the end of the day, man, this lets us know, another key indicator to know who the devil is, man. All right. This is Job 30:1. It says, but now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. Right, because back then, these devils were known, all right, for popping animals, all right, popping dogs. So, we wouldn't even allow the Edomites even near our animals, man. All right, and to show you that these are the same people, all right, Because we got more articles dealing with this nasty shit, man. Okay? This is off metro.co.uk. It reads the dark truth behind bestiality parties. It says this week a court heard how 64-year-old Carol Bowditch was filmed as she had sex with dogs and then their owners at a animal sex parties or at animal sex parties in the UK. Straight nastiness, man. All right, you devils are straight up nasty, man. Okay, this bitch had popped the dog and then went right behind the dog and popped the owner of the damn dogs, man. This shows you the wickedness that's going on with these devils, man. But this lets you know that this is the so-called white man. This is one of many sick, twisted fetishes, man. It says the case exposed the seedy underworld of bestiality and the people who take part in the extreme activity. Metro.co.uk investigated the parties and what drives those that take part in them. It says the forums where zoo parties, human and animal orgies are discussed are full of threads with advice for those arranging events for the first time. One woman describes how her first time was in front of her husband and 8 other members of their BDSM group. She explains how she was tied to a breeding bench, a restraint device, and taken by a black lab as the others watched, man. And that's fucking disgusting, man. All right. Oh, man. Let's just keep reading. It says the most sought after locations are zoophile orgies. For zoophile orgies are the discreet ones. Zoophiles often express the desire to find rural sites that are remote enough to ensure privacy but are still accessible for those taking part. They try to, have them far out the way to where the common public, all right, won't be able to find them doing this nasty shit, man. Perversely, looking out for one another appears to be a common theme among those arranging parties where they watch each other have sex with animals. Okay? It says many suggest setting rules first and almost all stress the importance of meeting other zoo friends and their animals in M&G's meet and greets before taking part. One user stresses the importance of meeting other participants beforehand, citing a bad experience in a room surrounded by 6 random guys with very bad personal hygiene and poor social skills. And, it just goes on to show that these people are disgusting, man. All right, because majority of the times, especially when it comes to shit like this, it says, like right here, quite often men watch as women have sex with the dogs, man. Is this not exactly what Job is talking about? Okay? Because these people are crossing hairs, man. You popping animals, then you turn around and popping men. Or popping the women. Okay? You can only imagine the type of diseases that's being spread amongst this bullshit, man. Okay? So, continuing on, back in Job, but now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. All right, so these devils weren't even worthy to be near the animals because, and we knew that it was a possibility that these devils would try to steal our dogs and go pop them. It says, yea, where to might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished. For want and famine they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness, and in former time desolate and waste, who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. They were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief, right? Because we pushed them out, all right, way far out away from the congregation because of the very act of them committing bestiality, man. All right, because we knew these devils were abominable as all hell, man. All right, so hey, they were living up in the caves, all right, eating juniper roots and mallow roots, all right. As I said, they were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief. Okay. It says to dwell in the clefts of the rocks and in the caves of the earth and in rocks. All right, because they are the original cavemen. All right, that's one part of Esau Edom's history that he takes particular pride in, because if you notice, they've never shown any other nation pretty much be a caveman. All right, you got the Flintstones. All right, you got the Geico commercial with the Geico caveman, Captain Caveman, and these different things. That's all Edomites because they're proud of that heritage, man. All right, and this is why you see, all right, pavement everywhere. You see skyscrapers because these remind them of their ancient dwelling places, man. When you look up Petra, all right, put that on the screen to show that, man. That was the Edomites, man. Okay, they lived in the caves, man. All right, and if you look, this is the same architecture that you see ancient Rome, all right, America today, all right, just proving that these are the Edomites, man. All right, skyscrapers, man. Okay, like I said, they got pavement everywhere, all right, because that reminds them of the caves. So it says, verse 7, among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they were gathered together, all right, because, hey, back then, all right, these devils pretty much, were, and they would grunt to each other. They didn't actually have a language because the Most High, brought them down to where they were so base to where hey, they were animalistic. That's why we read, during the Dark Ages, okay, and these devils were literally just that ooga ooga spirit, and they would wear their clothes, they disintegrated off of them, man. That they would eat out of their ancestors' skulls, man. They walk around, pissing and shitting on each other. The women would menstruate on each other, man. They were just totally disgusting, man. All right, but these are the people that the Most High eventually, brought up and now have ruling the earth right now, man. Which shows you that this is the Most High is doing, man. All right, these devils were not able to get to where they are today on their own merit, man. No, this was divine intervention. All right, which they used to call it manifest destiny, man, because it was the Most High's will for you devils, all right, to eventually come into rulership, all right, to where you're at the point now because prophecy had to take place, man, and you are the last ruling kingdom that's going to be on the earth before Yahushua returns and destroys you devils, man. All right, so as we know, these are the people that we see ruling, all right, these sick weirdos, all right, into animals, man. Job 30:8. They were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. All right, and that's how we know that this is the Edomites, man, because they're doing the same very nasty acts that you see taking place. All right, in the scriptures, man. Okay, let's get this in Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2:1. Okay, because as you can see, these are the devil, man. All right, for the ungodly said, reasoning within themselves, but not all right. Our life is short and tedious, and in death of a man there is no remedy. Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave, so they don't believe in the resurrection. So for any so-called Edomites or so-called white people that's out here, all right, that's you said you're a Christian. A lot of you don't believe in the resurrection. You don't believe that Yahweh rose up from the dead, man. All right, because you don't believe in the afterlife, man. All right, as it's gonna go into verse 2. For we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been. For the breath in our nostrils is as a smoke, and a little spark in the moving of our heart, which being extinguished, our body shall be turned into ashes, and our spirit shall vanish as the soft air. Okay, so they believe that once they die, all right, that their spirit is just going to vanish. They're not going to exist anymore, man. And that's what gives a lot of them the excuse to pretty much just go all out with their wickedness because they don't believe it's going to be a judgment that's going to come afterwards, man. Because once they die, they think they're just going to cease to exist, man. Verse 4. And our name shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance, and our life shall pass away as the trace of a cloud, and shall be dispersed as a mist that is driven away with the beams of the sun, and there it's like and overcome with the heat thereof. All right, so they as going. Let me keep reading. For our time is a very shadow that passeth after, and that passeth away, Salakia, and after our end there is no returning, for it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again. So, like I said, these devils use that way of thinking as an excuse to pretty much do all types of wickedness because they think that once they die, there's not going to be nothing that they're going to have to atone for, man. Hey, they lived their life, but now they just going to, die and just fade to black. No. And then that's why you see these elites doing what they're doing, trying to, achieve immortality through this technocracy because they know that judgment's coming for them, man. All right, they have fooled the average Joe six pack Edomite into thinking that that's there's no afterlife, there's no judgment coming for them, man. All right, but this is the mindset of the elites, man. This is why they're trying to stop up the mouth of the prophets because they're constantly being reminded that there is a judgment coming for what you are doing because not only is the Lord going to judge you for what you're doing to the Israelites, you're also going to receive judgment for what you're doing in the planet Earth. All right, and this lesson right here is going to all right the wickedness that you're doing against the animals, man. All right, it says, "Come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present, and let us speedily use the creatures like as in youth." All right, and that's the point. All right, because these devils think they can just use and abuse the animals as they see fit, man. And this is a perfect example. You have the founder of Jimmy John's. Okay, his nigga name is Jimmy John I told or how you say his nigga last name. All right, but this picture was released a couple years back where you see this nigga butt ass naked with a damn shark, man. So you already know what he did with that thing, man. All right, but he's a known poacher that goes around, just killing animals just for the hell of it, man. He probably freaks off with the animals, that he kills too, man. Okay, so that shark video or picture is just one of many proof to show that these Edomites are sick freaks, man. All right, but they're able to do these things because they're in their heaven. All right, because nobody's going to be able to, step up and speak out against these things. Because, like I said, this is Esau Edom's kingdom, so he's able to do these things and get away with it, man. All right, because if he was a true, uh, uh, if he was a true, righteous ruler, all right, the animals would be at peace. But he uses and abuses the animals like he's using and abusing us, man. Because the animals they're locked up too. All right, these zoos, these aquariums that you see, those are prisons for animals, man. All right, and you see Esau, going around just poaching animals, okay, for their tusk, for their furs. All right, you have a what's the shit called, a taxidermy, where Esau will just go and kill the animal and then stuff them and put them in their house, man. All right, or they'll make a rug out of them, man. Okay, they'll literally kill the animal just for one part of the animal, like you had over here in the Americas. All right, when they were slaughtering the buffalo, a lot of them would just kill the buffalo. All right, for I think it was the tongue, if I'm not mistaken. All right, and leave just the buffalo. Just they leave all that meat, the fur, the horn. They would just kill the buffalo just for the tongue. I believe, man. Just totally just abusing the animals, man. All right, they experiment on them. All right, you see, majority of the time before human trials are introduced, man, they always experiment. The main test animals are rats and monkeys, man. All right, different insects. Esau is literally abusing the animals. The animals are literally in hell along with us, man. That goes to show you this man is the fucking devil, man. All right, but if he was true, if he was truly, all right, a righteous man like he portrays himself to be, all right, he will be doing this. This is Proverbs 12:10. A righteous man regardeth the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel, man. And Esau was the furthest thing from being a righteous man, because like I said, man, he's abusing the animals just as much as he's abusing the people, man, and they're suffering just as much as we are, man. All right, because hey, for you to sit there and have things such as bestiality parties, they got dog brothels. All right, you got Edomites that just openly tell you Like it was a video a while back. I tried to find it earlier. I didn't really want to look too hard because this this speaks enough. But it was a video a while back. You had a Edomite woman on YouTube trying to list off 10 benefits of freaking off with dogs, man. Was it goes to show you once again that these are the base men. Okay, as it says in Job 8, Job 30 and 8 in the NLT. They are nameless fools, outcast from society, because their biggest fear, like what was read in Wisdom of Solomon 2, that their name is going to be wiped from existence. That's going to happen once Esau Edom is done away with after their 1,000 year prison sentence, man. All right, because when Yahushua returns and takes down your kingdom, you're going right into a slavery. You're going right into slavery for 1,000 long hard years, and then after that 1,000 year period is up, all right, you're going to all be put in a pit and you're going to be burning, and there's not going to be any more Edomites on the planet. So this fits perfectly, man. Job 30 and 8 in NLT. They are nameless fools, outcast from society, man. All right, and you're gonna go back to that status, man. All right, because you are just proving how you are the base man of the earth. Because only a base man will go and freak off with animals, man. All right, that's truly showing you that you aren't that beacon of light that you portray yourself to be, man. All right, let me get this real quick. 2 Corinthians 11 and 14. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. So you're putting yourself out there to be this God fearing, angel, man. No, you are the devil, man. All right, you are the devil. You are Satan incarnate, and these sick, depraved, wicked acts show forth that you are that man of sin, man. All right, because your mentality is being shown right forth, man. Okay, this is from medicaldaily.com. Okay, it says losing your virginity to a horse. Zoophile explains why bestiality isn't a perversion. Now, before I go into this, let's get this in the book of Habakkuk, because that's straight up, that's backwards as hell, man. Habakkuk 2 and 4, it says, "Behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith," man. And this just once again goes to show you these Edomites they're not right, man. How can you sit there and call yourself the children of God, man, when you're doing acts such as this, man? Because we know Jake ain't doing no shit like this. You got a few Jake that's doing that now, but they're doing that because they've been influenced, all right, by the spirit of Esau, man. All right, a lot of you sellout niggas that in soldier soul, you're into this stuff because you have to do these things to enable to keep your status in this world, man. But naturally, this spirit belongs to the Edomites, man. All right. So once again, it says losing your virginity to a horse. Zufar explains why bestiality isn't a perversion. Now, this word perversion, it says the alteration of something from its original course, meaning, or state that a distortion or corruption of what was first intended. And what was the first intended purpose of sex, man? All right. When you go into Genesis, all right, that was the first commandment that the Most High gave unto men. Genesis 1 and 28. And the Most High blessed them and said, and God blessed them, and God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth and subdue it and have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the fowl of the air and over every living thing that moveth upon the face of the earth. Okay. Now we know, this is mainly dealing with, the sons of God, okay, who are the true rulers over the animals, all right, over the whole earth, period. But the act of sex, the act of reproduction was given unto all creatures, okay, all animals for the most part engage in intercourse for the sole purpose of reproducing, man, okay? So for you to sit there and say that bestiality isn't a perversion, you're having sex for the animal. That is perversion, man. Because definition 2 says a sexual behavior or desire that is considered abnormal or unacceptable, man. Because according to the scriptures, that shit is completely off, man. Okay, and we gonna prove it. This is why these devils hate the Bible, man. Because it totally testifies against them. Leviticus 20:15. And if a man lie with the beast, he shall surely be put to death, and ye shall slay the beast. And if a woman approach unto any beast and lie down thereunto, thou shalt kill the woman, and the beast they shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them, right? Because once you go up into that animal, now that animal is defiled, man. He's polluted. His spirit is destroyed, man. All right. So you got to put the animal out of his misery too, man. So the man or woman that lays down with animals, man, them and that animal got to be put down, man. Okay. They said the blood shall be upon them, man, because that's the judgment that needs to go forth so that that evil can be put out the earth, man. All right. So let's read on. So it says, for as long as man has domesticated animals, he also have he's also been having sex with them. And this is not just talking about man, no. This is talking about you Edomites, okay? Because as we read in Job 30, you were the ones that had to be separated from the animals. Rich, really, you Edomites, you learned that from Ham, okay? Because them Hamites they were the original most, all right? Because when you go into that Egyptian lore, all right, those different gods like Ra, Anubis, and on down, those half animal, half man, deities that they worship. Those stupid Egyptians will actually pop animals in the hopes of bringing up gods onto the earth, man. All right, so that's where they got that from, man. Okay, so continuing on. In fact, in ancient Rome, bestiality was so openly practiced, it was actually considered quite normal. And is this not ancient Rome back again, man? All right, but hey, this time it's not put out there like that. But we're getting to the point to where society, has regressed so much. All right, where the decadence is so high now that I won't be surprised if we start seeing this more out in the open, man. Because it's here, it's out here, and guess what? In certain states, it's actually lawful. If you look up, weird state laws in certain states in the United States, man. All right, bestiality is actually legal in certain states, man. You can look that up on your own. So it says today bestiality is no less popular, but those who enjoy sexual relations with animals were forced to conduct their activities discreetly because they know that shit is disgusting, man. All right, that's frowned upon in the average public. Because when you look at America's inception, America was founded upon Christian morals. All right, they actually held the Bible to some extent back in America's early days, man. So for you nasty Edomites to take part in these different acts, you had to do that shit in secret, man. And anything done in secret, more than likely that shit was wicked. All right, because it went back to some type of nasty sick act, man. Which a lot of that shit goes back to ancient idolatry, man. Okay, but continuing on, it says today one self-professed zoophile shared his story in an exclusive interview with New York Magazine and gave all a glimpse into this taboo world. Okay, which just goes back to show that the soul that's in these Edomites, man, it's not right, man. It's sick. Okay, Most in the zoophilia community, or zoos as they refer to themselves, form long term loving and monogamous relationships with their animal partners. One such animal lover explained that, like other sexual preference, his desire for animals began in childhood. And that goes to show you, these devils, man, they, oh my God, man. What's that scripture? Come out the womb speaking lies. Because they're trying to tell you that this shit is normal, just like how they're trying to tell you Moism. They're trying to make that normalized, man. So these sick, perverse ways of thinking, man. Hey, this just shows you. Let me see, because he's trying to sit there and say that he was a child attracted to animals, man. It says Psalms 58:3, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. NLT. These wicked people are born sinners. So this nigga knew from a child that he was attracted to animals, man. This is why the Most High is going to destroy you devils, man. It says even from birth they have lied and gone their own way. So these devils are born wicked. That's why it said, hey, the spirit that's in these devils is not right, man. All right, and all this is coming out, man. Okay, so don't be surprised you start seeing this being trying to be pushed more and more as we get closer until the collapse of this society, man. Because hey, as you're seeing the alphabet community, expanding themselves, all right, taking more and more letters. Because understand that this zoophilia, that's a part of the LMNOP community, man. All right, just as you got the, like Dave Chappelle calls them, the the G's and the B's and the T's. Well, yeah, they got Z's. This is the plus. It's a LGBTQ plus whatnot. This is a part of that plus, man. Just like the pedos, the necrophilias and all that. The people that that have sex from nature. These are all these perverse, nasty, sick things, man. Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. This is how we know this is Babylon the Great, man. Isaiah 19:14. The Lord have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. All right? Look up this word perverse, man. I read it in the beginning of this article. Let's see what is the word perverse in the scripture, man. It says a distorting, perverted, or warping. All right? It's disgusting, man. It's an act of sin, man. At the end of the day, man. All right? So going on, it says, I started to notice horses in that way when I was about 11 or 12. Everybody else was still in their dad's Playboy magazines, but I had a book called The Big Book of the Horse. The man who chose to remain anonymous explained to New York Mag. His love for horses soon escalated, and at 22, he finally fulfilled his fantasy and lost his virginity to a horse, man. And see, this is just, once again, going to prove, man, these devils ain't right. But hey, the spirit is bringing all this out, man. All right, because we're in a time of exposure for the nasty man. That's exactly, in the words of Tazamak Debar, you are the nasty people of the planet, man. All right. So let me jump back to Habakkuk 2, and I'm gonna start at verse 16. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. Okay. Hey, because hey, all these shameful acts are now being brought out. All right. And hey, you can't hide yourself anymore. So I'm gonna get that in a minute. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. And hey, you are being called out by the prophets because you're about to be handed your sentence, man. All right, judgment is about to come upon you, heathens, for the sickness that you're doing, man. Okay, shameful spewing is now being poured upon your glory because you were once put up as this righteous angel of light. Now all these things are showing you that you are just this a sick, twisted devil who needs his ass kicked and put in chains, man. All right. Let's jump down to verse 17 in the NLT. It says, "You cut down the forest of Lebanon. Now you will be cut down. You destroyed the wild animals, so now their terrors will be yours. You committed murder throughout the countryside and filled the town with violence." Right. So, you are abusing the animals, man. Yeah, you're destroying the animals. All right, you're taking away their habitats. You're experimenting on them. You're molesting. You're raping them. You're doing all. You're destroying the animals, man. Okay. So this is why the Lord is going to, in turn, all right, use the animals as one of the ways that He's going to send judgment upon you. This is why you see these shows and these reports going into how these animals are attacking Esau more and more, man. Because that's Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai bringing judgment upon you niggas for y'all disgusting, wicked acts, man. All right? Because you have the example with these zoos, man. All right, you have these animals being, rounded up and shipped off to these zoos, which are really prisons for them. And like Paul Mooney had that joke in one of his stand-ups. He was like, "When if you ever notice in the zoos, man, hey, the animals, hey, they you could tell they have hate for Esau because they know that they're the ones that put them in them zoos, man. So this is why you see the animals will try to attack Esau, they'll growl at him, they'll scream at him, they'll throw shit at him, man, because they know they're the devil. But when they see us in there, all right, they rejoice when they see us because they know that we're their true masters, man. All right, they know that at the end of the day, that we're supposed to be ruling over them, man. All right, so this is why the Most High is going to allow these animals to get busy on you heathen, especially you Edomites, in that day, man. Okay, because hey, these heathen they be doing the animals dirty too, man. Especially Moab. All right, but that's another time for another story. This is Jeremiah 4:49 and 10. It says, "But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not." Okay, Esau is being made bare. You are the devil that the earth. It's like you are the devil that the Bible speaks of. All right, and all these things are being brought out. This is why Esau he's ready to do away with the internet because the internet is telling on him. All right, and he's trying to pass that act to ban TikTok, which in turn, if it's passed, is going to pretty much revoke pretty much the rights of the internet, man. All right, because all these videos are coming out, all this information coming out exposing Esau for doing all types of wickedness like this, man. All right, he can no longer hide himself, man. That vile, decrepit nature, it's all being attached to his image now, man. All right, that whole angel of light tactic that you tried to hide from or hide under, that's no longer being looked upon you now, man. You are seen as the nasty man of the earth, man. All right. So at the end of the day, man, the Most High, he's getting ready to fully bring that judgment upon you, man. All right. But that judgment is starting with the exposure. All right. Isaiah 32:5 in the NLT. It says, "In that day, ungodly fools shall not be heroes," because as I said, man, you're being exposed. All right, that shameful spewing is being thrown upon your name, man. Nobody respects you anymore. Scoundrels will not be respected. All right. It says, "For fools speak foolishness and make evil plans. They practice ungodliness and spread false teachings about the Lord," because they're trying to tell you that the Lord, that He was wrong for what He has done, man. All right. They're trying to make it seem like it's okay if you have lust for animals, if you have lust for children, if you have lust for the same sex, man. They're trying to tell you that the Lord was wrong about that. You can do that, man. They deprive the hungry of food and give no water to the thirsty. All right, and you're going to be destroyed, man. All right, because hey, all the judgment that the Lord has been saving up for you, leading all the way back into the garden, all that's going to be thrown on you in the day when Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai judges your nasty ass, man. All right. So with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I'm gonna close down and give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rakak Radash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught me this truth and that rule well. And peace and salutation to the elect until next time I say Shalom.